My name is Greg Young, and I'll be looking at my film 7 Days today. I made this film as part of the anthology feature film The Deadly Numbers School of Monsters, and in it we were each given a film to make based on a number between 1 and 20, so I was given 7. So this is the resulting film, and so far, and I'm really thrilled with how it turned out, so I'd like to thank Adam. In this video I'll just be giving my own director's commentary on this. If you haven't checked it out already, there's really no point in you watching this, so please go and check that out if you haven't seen it already. But without further ado, let's get to it. Let's do this thing. Zach did that little intro without telling me. It was a nice surprise when he sent it over to me. Sweet Piece Productions.
Sometimes it only takes a few days for your life to change forever.
I do kind of cringe at some of the voiceover now, but sure, that's how it is. SpongeBob, fucking. I will admit, I never enjoy watching the scene back. When Sean was editing it, he told me that he thought this was one of his favorite performances of mine, like in this scene alone. And I have to thank him. Thank you, Sean. But I can't stand watching this back for some reason. I don't know. I think it was just with the first day, like we were doing, it was a long day. I think I was already drained at this point, and my voice was tired. So I think I was on the day just trying to perfect it so much that I can never feel like I got it right exactly. But when I watch it, I guess I can't see nothing wrong. So, and I love that light in the background as well. I think it added a nice third point of the light, which was very effective, especially with the colour of the room in the dark.
All grow up together.
So yeah, at this point, this is the second day in the chronology. For the film, I decided to take a backwards approach to the story, where 7 days of the film is told over the course of 7 days, but told backwards. So we see at the hill face there at the start is the 7th day rather, and this is the 6th day.
I thought I could, but I don't think we'd do this for long.
Type Flinter did the score for this film, but this is actually the one song for this I composed myself. Actually, I did it as a part of college thing on the Logic Pro X when we were trying it out for the first time. So it was kind of a sci-fi theme. And I put it out on the Sweet Piece Production channel and just named it Transcendence, just because, you know. Yeah. Really enjoyed acting with Dana on this. She's fantastic and she's an amazing friend to have, amazing talent.
You have to decide what's right. And only you can decide that.
I love that hug as well, with the hair comes over. It's nice. And here's Jake. Yeah, Jake's one of my best mates. I've been playing music with him for ages. He acted in my first short film years back, and when he agreed to act in this, it kind of felt like a return to some of the happy times we had when we did that. So he doesn't have he didn't have too much experience in acting kind of before then, but when he came onto this, like he just had a certain energy about him, and it just really sold his character kind of authentically as I wanted it. Because between Callum and Ray, you kind of see there's a completely different dynamic between the two of them, where Callum is more passive kind of character, and he's very nice. When Ray, while he's a good friend and all that, well, to an extent you can call him that, he's a bit more impulsive and aggressive. So yeah, in this scene, of course, we talk about, this is the 6th day, and they're talking about, you know, shit, they found the sword, we're fucked, you know, and we don't find out what that is until later on. So I'm not sure if it was the best idea having the first 3 scenes kind of not being completely understandable, but I think I think works for the most part to kind of reveal itself as it goes on. So this is the fourth day, I believe. Yeah, the fourth day. And it was one of the first scenes we shot as well.
We hid Rosie 2 days ago.
And now they're struggling to get their story straight. A bunch of bumbling idiots, the criminals, you know.
Which was Tuesday. Bollocks! I forgot. Oh, the days are just blending together, man.
God, it was so windy out, honestly. Jake was freezing in that, just that t-shirt alone. Yeah. It's pretty muddy out as well.
Ray? No. Why? Did they take us? I don't know, I didn't check, did I? Jesus Christ, sort that out as soon as you get home.
I think on this first day we had originally planned to film the entire film in one day. Cassie, my AD, was telling me like that probably wouldn't happen, and she ended up being completely right. So I think it was after the scene we said, okay, we'll have to break this up into another day. And in hindsight, I'm glad we did. I really enjoyed the scene between me and Jake. You know, he really enjoyed it as well. Get to show a new side of him and kind of explore his kind of acting in new ways.
That's Tuesday we last saw, right?
This is like the one thing we shot on the third day. Like this one scene, I think it's less than 40 seconds, but this honestly took us over 5 hours to shoot, which is ridiculous. Because we kept on messing around. The guys kept on trying to restack the DVDs and all that. Someone thought that Bloodhound thing was actually inspired by Macbeth. I actually didn't know about it until then. I actually didn't read the play. Out thy spot or whatever it is. Yeah, it's ridiculous we took that long. But it was a funny way anyway to kind of end off the shoot in good spirits, you know. When I was getting ready for that scene with the him snorting the drugs and all that, it was originally meant to be speed I was thinking of, but it ended up just looking like coke. And I'd asked my friend Jordan Lennon, because he'd made fake drugs for his films before. He told me get baking soda or bread soda, as I got. They're both the same. Snort that, and he's like, don't do anything stupid like snort like salt or sugar or that. And now you can't even actually see the substance in the film, so maybe that was a never be underprepared, I guess. So I have to give a big thanks to Vincent Morris as well, like our sword choreographer. He collects swords and he's very skilled with them, and he kind of helped us a lot with kind of getting our stances right and kind of how to hold the sword properly and be safe with it. And myself and Jake both had kind of experience with martial arts as well, so that kind of did come into handy as well. Yeah, I think Dana did a really good dance performance in that scene as well. She did a lot of prep as well and kind of planned out her routine. This scene actually was filmed in the forest. There's a known drinking spot where I live, kind of on St. Patrick's Day, which in hindsight was probably a really bad idea. I think there was guys on shifts kind of outside the woods, kind of making sure people don't go in to have a sesh. Because all that litter you see around there, that was literally, we found it like that. It's always that dirty. And at one point a farmer came over to us waving a stick and kind of thought we were kind of trying to trash the place or anything like that, and we just said we were doing like a student film and we'd be out in like a couple of hours, and he was fine with that. Yeah.
We have to hide the body.
Yeah.
What?
Dana said she found the scene very surreal, like hearing two of her closest friends talk about how to get rid of her body after killing her, instead of actually taking care of her and bringing her to the hospital and all that.
Station, man. You know what that means? We'll go to jail. If we go to jail, that means there's no college, there'll be no job, and we'll be fucked.
I think when Selena Alana Brunton, one of the other people in the Deadly Numbers anthology, reviewed this, she made a joke about how he's not a good partner in crime. Your man is.
I mean, the course is.
No, you didn't.
You guess us.
So
Did they go on to England?
I really want to go, but
I always find this scene funny actually when the two of us are like carrying away Dana's body, because for some reason it always reminds me of the scene in Adam and Paul where the two of them are like carrying away the TV, which is very inappropriate. If you look back in one of the other shots, we accidentally got some of our equipment bags in the shot. We forgot to take out. So yeah, I think back when we go to the first day, which is kind of the setup on the bench, she's talking about how she would be going to England to kind of make us feel like for how it could be if things turn out better. Also to show the guilt and how Callum does come around in the end to owning up to what he did. Yeah.
Enjoy it.
That one line actually, or the several lines of "This is all gonna end soon. What do we do? Enjoy it." That was actually inspired by Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, where Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet's character were kind of close to what will be the end of their memories together. And she says, and they're trying to make small talk and everything, and they're like, "It's all gonna end soon. So what do we do?" And then Jim Carrey just says, "Enjoy it." I always found that really that always hit me hard for some reason. I thought it was pretty suitable in this case anyway. I later showed that to Jake and he was like, "Ah, dude, you completely ripped that scene off."
You can never run away from us.
There was I don't know if you spotted the cat as well when it was running across the way. That cat seemed to follow us for a lot of the shoot, funny enough. And we got videos of him on the third day and possibly on the first day, I'm not sure as well. We got some good photos of him too. He got a free photo shoot from our BTS photographer.
Choose to do the right thing.
In the script originally, some people misinterpreted the line of "you can always choose to do the right thing" and him walking away as him choosing to keep it a secret. But I think we kind of pulled it off in the end, kind of showing that it was actually him deciding to come clean, because he's covered up killing one of his best friends, his love interest, and then his best friend kind of, after he's kind of found out, commits suicide to kind of cover it up, and it just becomes too much for him. So yeah, here's my long list of wonderful people who helped me here. Yeah. I have to say as well to Tig as well, Tig Flinter, who made the music for this. It was honestly really, really good. I think I'd originally sent him the ending song from Heat that Moby did, and kind of said I wanted something that was kind of sweet and melancholic in a way that kind of builds to a climax, and I think he did that very well. So that's that. Thank you all so much for watching. I found that fun actually to kind of look back at it with kind of a few months of hindsight now. I think it's done pretty well on YouTube, and I'm really happy with that. Even since then, I've done a Let's Talk film with Matthew Mark Hunter as well, who's the guy who made the anthology it was made for, and I had a great conversation with him. I'm really looking forward to seeing that come out. Also from Brendan and Chris, the BTS footage they got as well was really, really cool. So I'm going to be editing all that together and making a behind the scenes video for it. It'll take a bit, but I think it's really worth it, because you got some really nice bits of us kind of on set together. We like it's a weighty story and all that, but we really, really did have a great time. It was great working with Cassie again. Like I'd worked with her on a few college films, and she's a fantastic producer, honestly. And she's gone back to the US recently. She left the course, and I really do miss her, honestly. Like the two of us worked really well together, and we kind of pushed each other in the right direction, and kind of told each other what we did or didn't want to hear, like whenever we did, and that was very important. Also Sean, who I've worked with as a co-producer on Tack Beer and Scarlet, and now Here They Come, him coming on as sound engineer and an editor as well. and Zach Gould, of course, who I've worked with as a director plenty of time as an actor. I think I have a good working relationship with pretty much everyone who helped me out. So yeah, if I was to like give a shout out to everybody who helped, I'd love to say thank you to my cast, Dana Lee, Al Catan, and Jake Highland as well. You guys are excellent. Cassie Egger, who is my producer and assistant director. Zach Gould, who is my DOP and colorist. And Sean Bryan, of course, who did sound and editing. And of course there was Lee Gaffney, who made the fake blood for us, Sean's sister, who did it for Scarlett. She's fantastic for her age, honestly. Of course, Robert Madden, who came on as our key grip and to help with lighting as well with Zach. Brendan and Chris, who did the BTS together. The two of them did fantastic, honestly. They're like the footage they got was incredible. I'd love to thank Tyke Flinter as well, who did the original score for this as well. I've worked with you several times, Tyke. You're amazing, and I can't wait to work with you more. I'd love to thank as well my script editor Sean Stapp, who did a 4 or 5 hour session with me, kind of going over what made sense and what didn't make sense of the film. Yeah, he really went through and he's very good for kind of telling you what you don't want to hear in a way and what doesn't make sense. So I think that was very important for kind of going through that first draft, because it really needed cleaning up. And as well, Bobby Calloway, Dean Houlihan as well, who were involved with the anthology. Also helped me with the script, and Dana and Sean as well. Vincent Morris, of course, who was our sword choreographer, and his family as well for letting us use his house and outside his house as well. Other than that, I'd love to thank Jordan Lennon, who helped me with come up with the making the fake drugs safely. I think that was very important. And of course Matthew Mark Hunter, who came up with the horror anthology. Like, I wasn't sure about starting it off with it, and there was times where I was kind of thinking of quitting it in, but I'm glad I kind of stuck with it. I'm glad I had so many people around me to kind of push me in the right direction and kind of make this as good as it could be. I'm thrilled with the results, honestly, and I can't thank everybody enough. It was a great opportunity. It was a great way to kind of test some things that I'd wanted to try out. Not only as an actor and kind of director and producer, but just as just getting some of my closest collaborators together, like working together, talking and meeting together, and some of them are like working with each other on different projects now, which was something I was hoping for a long time. Like, we're a very tight-knit group.
Interjection. I realized after I left that I had forgotten to shout out Archer Bradshaw, who also helped with the sound, and also to mention that Dana and Rob also helped out with the sound and some of the scenes.
I'd say going forward for the Sweet Peace Productions, I kind of have a bit of a team together now. We have a couple more films kind of in the pipeline. A lot of them are just in the writing stage right now. But I think with our recent film, Lucy, and other films we have coming up over the summer, I think Private First Class that I'm doing with my friend Kevin soon should go pretty well. So yeah, I think that's it. And I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank Adam McLoughlin for helping me with the setup. Be sure to subscribe to Adam as well. He does lots of great videos. And if you want to see more stuff from the Sweet Peace Productions, we have a YouTube channel up now with the film, some behind the scenes photos we had, and the music that we did. Definitely check out Tyke's stuff. If you want to subscribe to me, my name is Greg Young on YouTube, or you can find me on Instagram and Facebook, and we can hook up and connect. I think that's pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.